Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Sunday, the 15th of December 2024. We'll start here with the synoptic. We're looking at midnight last night, and if we run that through till about lunchtime today, we can see that those two warm fronts have moved out to the southeast. We've got a westerly flow across the country and a high pressure to the south in the Bay of Biscay, which is influencing all the weather there. For some reason, though, we've got a lot of low cloud, and I don't think it's a great deal to do with this warm front system. However, it's here, and we're going to have to deal with it. So let's run it through midnight tonight and into tomorrow. And see there is a slight change here. The high pressure's moved inland, and the frontal systems have remained up to the north of Scotland. So it might be that we get similar weather tomorrow. We're still in that sort of westerly flow. But we'll see what that brings us tomorrow morning. The SatPic shows a lot of cloud over the country at the moment, and as sunrise appears in any second now, we can see that that cloud is quite extensive over southern England. The rain radar then, not showing a great deal of rain in this area. The worst of the rain, I think, is going to be North Scotland today, which will definitely not affect us. And if we run the forecast through from 9 o'clock up till lunchtime there, and then into the afternoon, you can see there's a bit of rain coming into Wales and the West Country, but there's very little getting us before dark, maybe one or two showers around that area by the time of nightfall. Odium doesn't have a TAF today. It's the weekend. They don't do a TAF at the weekend. But their actuals, the METAR is 2509 knots, greater than 10k visibility, overcast 800 feet, with the temperature 10 and the dew point 8. Temperature reasonably high at 1027. And if we have a quick look at Farnborough, they are 2407 knots, greater than 10k visibility with few at 1,000 feet, scattered at 1,700 feet, temperature 9, dew point 8. And they're forecasting 2409 knots throughout the day, greater than 10k vis, scattered at 1,000 feet, broken at 1,600 feet, and then temporarily between now and 2 o'clock this afternoon, about 8 kilometers visibility, broken at 700 feet, and a 30% chance between now and 11 o'clock this morning, down to 4 kilometers and drizzle, broken at 400 feet. So that's not good, is it? And then there's a 30% chance in the afternoon, after about 2 o'clock, the cloud being broken at about 1,400 feet. Spot winds then to the north of us, 1,000-foot wind, 270, 25 knots, and to the south of us, 1,000-foot wind, 280, 25 knots. A quick look at wind day shows the wind being westerly. I've chosen about 3 o'clock in the afternoon there, and it's going to be about 10 knot westerly down the strip. The local forecast then concurs with that, 10, 11 knots westerly, with about 11 degrees centigrade. They're showing it being overcast all day with very little chance of rain. However, if you look at the humidity, so let me bring that up onto the screen for you, it's up in the 90s throughout the whole day, and that's never a good sign when we're trying to go flying. GFS are suggesting about 12 centigrade today, which is quite warm for this time of year, with the dew point down around about 10. And currently here at Lasham, we've got 8.9 with a dew point of 7.3. And if we have a look at the nearest camera to us that's working, it's down near Lasham, looking back towards the airfield about 10-15 minutes ago, completely overcast. And again, if you look out the window, you'll see that it's the same case here. Sky sight not looking very good at all in terms of cross section. We've got lots of low cloud. Bear in mind that the heights are showing in above mean sea level, and that's barely getting up to 1,000 feet, which is about 500 feet above sight, which isn't great. Top meteo, if we do this hour by hour from 9 o'clock this morning, that's showing quite a fair bit of cloud below 500 feet in our area, certainly up until lunchtime, with it getting a little bit better in the afternoon. So there may be an opportunity to get up on, say, maybe between 11 o'clock and 3 o'clock, but we'll keep an eye on that as we go. No times today then. 6 is Goodwood's. The ATZ hours of operation have changed. Uh, 11 is Winchester's live firing there. That's at Barton Stacey Way. And 13 is Butterfield. There's restricted airspace, which is temporary out there. A restricted area, sorry, which is a temporary thing. Let's move on then to the local airfield briefing, and we'll start with the usual ODM cross section. And this doesn't look great either. There's a lot of low cloud around all day long. This gap I'm talking about, it might be that this embedded cumulus into the sort of stratus layer might break up the stratus a bit. It does say broken here, so it's temporarily scattered and broken. So we might get gaps in the clouds, and we might be able to launch. So we'll keep an eye on that, and we'll just see how it goes. As far as bookings are concerned today, there's 3 K21s booked for instructional flying, a K21 on the casual list. There's 1 K13 for trial lessons. I'll be making a decision on that shortly as to whether they go ahead or not. And there's availability on single-seaters SH2, 3, 6, and 8. There's a K13 booked by club members. There's a couple of people on the casual list with 1 casual instructor. And of course, the simulator is available as per normal. Just one church notice today, the SPL deadline. You all know about the dates. I'm going to keep mentioning this every morning. You need to get your applications in as soon as possible. No movements today. So the general situation is there's a high pressure building over the Bay of Biscay, westerly winds, lighter to moderate. It's overcast with low cloud. If we do go out today and operate, it'll be off runway 27 hard for launching. Cables on the boom to the south and landing on the grass. It was fine yesterday, not too many issues with landing on the grass. It should be similar today, but please avoid using the wheel brake unless it's absolutely necessary. The grass to the south end of 05 and 34 is, of course, out of bounds as it's saturated. And please do not land or taxi on the disused runways, which are shown in red on the next slide. And of course, please clean the gliders at the end of flying. So if we do go out today, it'll be launch point vehicle just to the north of the centre line. Winch launching and air towing, I've got them the wrong way around. I've left them there from yesterday, but we'll work that out when we get out on the airfield. With the wind straight down the strip there, that's pretty much it from me today. And I shall see you around the clubhouse shortly, and we'll make a decision to go out as and when the weather improves.